sir? What's happening here?
Tommy lied to all of us. A lot of nerve to request a meeting with me. Whoa.
Tommy means a new partner.
Tommy's just one guy.
It's gonna be a war like you've never seen before.
I won't burn that coalition to the ground before I let them take it from me. It's just business, bitch.
What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy Jay Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you think. But most importantly, make sure you share with your ugly ass friends. On today's video, we will be covering our book 4, of course. And this one right here is the final predictions. That's right. Basically, I'm going to be taking my final swing at this episode and in predictions of things I think will happen in this episode 8. Absolutely, I think this episode is about to be fire. Somebody's Christmas is absolutely about to be canceled. Maybe multiple people. More than likely, it will be multiple people, but only one big character, I believe, will have their Christmas canceled. Now, King Ugly as Hell, I'm not sure if he's considered a big character to me. He's kind of more of one of those mid characters. But anyways, you see the Grinch behind, and you see he's ready to cancel some Christmas. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this video, good old people. Now, I think we're going to start things off with your boy Bobby. More than likely, I mean, obviously, I haven't seen the episode yet, so I'm not going to get all the order of everything right. But if I had to predict, probably the opening scene will be Bobby viewing his dead wife's body, and of course, he's going to be very upset about this. I think that it's going to start off like probably very shortly after the aftermath of episode 7. So he's gonna be there. You see his night still. Of course, Stacy was taken out at night. So more than likely, in my opinion, they're probably gonna start here, right? And then after, that, I can see him tracking down Tommy, and because he already knows who it is. I don't know, this may not be right, in the same moment, but one thing's for sure is he's absolutely gonna track down Tommy. This is Bobby. I'll bet anything in the world that this is absolutely Bobby pulling the gun on Tommy. Only reason why he's not pulling the trigger is 1, it's illegal. 2, he probably still got, he doesn't know, probably still thinking, I don't know 100% that is him, so I'm not gonna just do that yet. Next, I can see King Ugly as Hell being let out of prison. I think that's gonna happen rather early because they have to build up a little bit for him on the moves that he's going to make. As far as the role he's gonna play in, the aftermath and the death of JP, which we all know is coming. So after King Ugly as Hell is killed, is out of prison, he's gonna pressure Jannard and Diamond about, the situation with the Rashawn, and he's gonna find out that Rashawn wasn't the one responsible. It was indeed D-Mac. So expect to see that happening. Next, I'm gonna go back to law enforcement, because we just seen an exclusive clip, right? And I'm pretty sure it was Bobby and Bill and them that was responsible for raiding Tommy's place. Not Tommy's place. Well, they're gonna probably hit his place as well. But we saw in the exclusive clip that, they're going to raid JP's spot, right? So that's where this one is right here. It's coming. Well, this is not where it came in, but well, it could be where this is going, because I originally thought, and I'm still gonna go with it, I think JP is gonna end up getting into a fight somehow I mean, maybe not. Maybe JP isn't though. I mean, I originally thought that maybe he got into a fight with Jannard here because you can see Jannard's mouth bleeding. Now, who knows? Maybe King Ugly as Hell did that to him. Jannard or King Ugly. I mean, JP or King Ugly as Hell probably hit Jannard in his mouth, and the reason why it looked like his mouth is bleeding here. But I remember in my early predictions video, I was saying it would kind of be crazy for them to play like JP was able to possibly fight off, Jannard when Jannard was able to go toe to toe with Diamond. It kind of didn't make sense a little bit, but you know how these writers be. Now, what would make a little bit more sense if King Ugly as Hell did. I mean, that's a big good nigga, so you can kind of see it if he was the one who did it. But anyways, like I said, either way, I believe something's going to happen that obviously JP has messed up his hand. We know that. We know from the exclusive clip, this seems to be the same clothing that both of them were wearing, all of them were wearing. So obviously it's the same day. It looks like it's probably the same moment. Maria is treating JP's hand. And also I want to get to, we see here, because we already know that they raided JP's spot because we saw that the place was towed up. And we saw in the clip that he said, I was in handcuffs for 1 hour. So basically it seems as if the feds brought JP in for questioning, right? And of course, since they brought him in for questioning, that means they're heavy on his trail and anyone else is close to him. So they don't be surprised if they also brought in Maria. I mean, it just makes sense. They're going to be one to target any and everyone that is close to him. Also, we know Tommy is going to have a major concern for his girl Maria, but we know that she will be getting attacked by none other than the most bootiest hitter of all time. That's right, that's her running from him, because you can tell this is absolutely his little glass that's going after her here. You can see his little glass lit over there in the car. Like I say, I believe she must have hit him in the eye or pepper sprayed him or something. I would go with pepper spray, and that's how she was able to take a run. This booty ass nigga can't never do nothing right. But also something else that we should be making sure that we have to look out for is we know your boy Vic. You can see it looks like he's going to be, another thing I didn't point out in the early predictions, but I'll point it out here. You can see that is absolutely Ray in the background. So it looks like he's going to be back with her in this particular episode. So we know Bobby is going to be going scorched earth on any and everyone that's attached to Tommy, and he's going to use any leverage that he can to be able to attack him. And of course, since Vic was a CI of the department, of course, was working with Stacy, he's going to target Vic. So this nigga Vic just can't get away. Like, they're going to be on his ass forever until he's dead or Tommy is in cuffs or dead himself. And we know that one isn't happening. So, looks like you pretty cooked, my boy. Anyways, though, another thing we know absolutely is going to take place is Tommy has to tell Maria about how he's kicked out of CBI and, got into a fight with Dime and things like that. And of course, he's saying he'll burn that coalition down if they try to take it away from him, but she redirects him and tells him don't burn it down, build it back better, which is what the title of this episode is, right? So we know once he decides to build back better, he's going to have a connection with D-Mac. We already saw that, in the exclusive clip that he's going to ask D-Mac to be his number 2 because he's like, we got to build back. He's building back better. So we know D-Mac is going to be in the mix. In my opinion, I seriously doubt he have D-Mac, going out to be a hitter or something like that. But he's going to have a moving product. I mean, it is what it is. JP here has already accepted it. He knows that D-Mac is in the game, and he said in order to be in his life, he's willing to accept it. So that's what he's going to have to do. So D-Mac is probably going to be moving product in somewhere for him. I'm not exactly sure. I'm sure he's not going to put him in harm's way, but you know, he's gonna have some kind of operation with them that he's gonna be able to, you know, have it done smoothly. Or he could just have him doing some more, you know, super spy shit. Either way, he's gonna be putting in some kind of work. Now, next we know for sure also that Tommy is going to be doing some business with Shanti, because we've seen several photos of them together in these exclusive photos. So obviously she's going to be part of his Build Back Better organization. So we're going to have Tommy, Shanti, D-Mac, excuse me. And of course we have your boy Miguel will also eventually come to the fold as well, because we know Maria is going to pitch to him to become Tommy's partner, and of course Tommy needs it right now. And with the Marquez cartel on his ass, Miguel can also take any help he can get. So we know that will also become a big alliance as well. Now here we can, I think we can also be prepared to see Tommy trying to make good. I want to say this is him making it good with the Albanians. So Albanians or whatever they call ugly ass motherfuckers. But will he be successful with it? I mean, I'm gonna go with it. He probably will. But anyways, that's something else to do it. Also, we know Bill Sign ugly ass is gonna be a little too happy possibly that Stacy is gone, because now he gets to take her position. And of course, we know him and Bobby will be making moves together because they motives align together, right? So that is another thing that we know shall be taking place as well. And we know the brothers are going to be scheming. Diamond is going to be telling, because like I told you, when King Ugly's Hell is out, I believe King Ugly's Hell will be pressuring the brothers to deliver D-Mac to him, because he's going to now know that it wasn't with Sean responsible for the death of his nephew, Mad Dog, that it was indeed D-Mac. Whether it's because they decide to tell him that or he finds out on his own, one thing's for certain is, you know, they're going to have to deliver D-Mac. And that, I believe that's where we get this line, Tommy lied to all of us from. Anyways, though, we know also he's going to, we know also that that Diamond's going to find a way to get to Chay before Tommy does. And Chay is going to be on alert. That's why we hear the line. He said, "You got some nerve," you know, basically setting up a meet with him. And then, of course, his ugly ass people pull guns on him. Tommy's like, "Whoa, hold on, little ugly ass niggas." And then Tommy's going to make a nice little convincing pitch to him. We know Tommy is very convincing when it comes to delivering, when it comes to this product. And then you got to be honest. Chay should trust Tommy, because even when he was working with Diamond, it was Tommy making all the big moves. It was Tommy doing most of the talking. You could tell who was clearly the number one, even though Diamond is the face of CBI, because of course he's the founder, but the one that was the brains behind it clearly was Tommy. So I think Chay will take into consideration that, I mean, so far everything that he has said he's going to do, he has been able to deliver it. So let's give him a lifeline. That's what I believe he's going to ultimately come up with. And I think he's smirking because Tommy is going to say something to him that's going to be pretty crazy, that is going to seem unrealistic even for Tommy, although he has been able to deliver with everything that he has, you know, told him he's going to do. And then also something else. I mean, now we're getting down to the grimiest of things. Now we know that Diamond will be pointing the gun down at someone. I'm gonna go ahead and take a few guesses on this. I mean, I know in the early predictions I said it's probably gonna be the CEO officer, but hey, the CEO lady that was moving the product into prisons for him, but hey, it may not turn out. I want to introduce two more people that this could potentially be people. Three more people perhaps. So it could be Jay, the one that set up Jannard. I know someone already said that. I can't remember who said it, but someone did say possibly Jay. It could be they targeting her because Diamond wants to know how did Tommy end up finding out about, you know, the situation about them trying to take out D-Mac. And Jannard probably is going to be like, no, it wasn't Shanti, she wouldn't do that. I could see him doing some shit like that because of course, he still love it, right? But also, I want to point out, it could end up being the CO. And it also could turn out to be Leon's mom. That's another one that I think is a possibility because I could see her possibly trying to do some undercover work to set Diamond up. Because who knows? She's acting like, I feel like she has to come back into the storyline. They didn't just bring her for no reason, in my opinion. So I think she could end up coming back, trying to run some kind of bullshit game, and she could end up paying for it. Because I know she said she was over the things that happened and tried to, you know, get up on him, but it didn't work, right? But she's probably still angry about her son being killed, and she probably blames Diamond for it. You know, grief does some weird, strange things to people. So this could be her down here, and she told him that, you know, it was nothing personal, it was business or something like that. Who knows? Maybe the police tried to get her to get close to him, and he could end up saying it's just business too and take her out. Or it could be your boy Vic. It could perhaps be him. I kind of want to say it's not Vic, but hey, it could be. Anyways, though, getting down to the last of things, we also know that your girl Maria will end up running over the bootiest hitter of all time. But you know what's crazy? The part that I still can't wrap around my head is the fact that the first incident, you know, was during the daytime. And then this incident here is at night. So it's like this booty ass nigga tried to attack her twice, right? Because this is clearly looks like the daytime, right? Well, I don't know. It looks like they're in the garage. It may not be the daytime. I take that back. I just noticed they're in a parking garage. Sometimes it can look, you know, like it's a little daytime pop based on the lighting, but actuality is at night. So yeah, that could be it. But hold on. Let's make this. Cause I'm just saying we gotta get to the bottom of these things. Cause I'm actually freestyling this in case y'all little ugly ass ain't noticed yet. I ain't setting this up. I ain't writing none of this shit down. I never write no shit down. To be honest with y'all. But yeah, you know. Either way, though, the problem is I just think it's kind of crazy that Tommy and Miguel is not going to be with her. Maybe somebody is working undercover to set them up. But anyways, Maria took care of business, and we know we'll end up taking out this ugly ass nigga. And then, of course, we get to the final hour. We know King Ugly as Hell and Jannard will take out your boy JP. And I know a lot of people are even saying that they believe that he will also take out King Ugly as Hell right after. It is possible because if you pay attention, it's two different. He's shooting with two different hands. Like this one right here is the left hand, right? And then this one here is the right hand. Well, King Ugly as Hell is looking on the phone. So maybe this one here, he takes out JP. And that one right here, this is King Ugly as Hell. That's what people are saying. I don't know. Look like to me, you can see JP's glasses. That's what it looks like to me, right? If you look closely, that's what it looks like to me. And it looks like the shirt he had on. So I think this is indeed JP still. I don't know. He could end up taking out King Ugly as Hell. I don't know. But either way, one thing's for certain, JP ass is up out of here. His Christmas will be canceled. Anyway, though, that's pretty much all I got for y'all for this particular video. Definitely let me know what y'all thinking up in these comment sections. Let me know y'all final predictions before we get into this final episode. We have approximately 9 more hours before this thing is among us. So let me know what all that you guys predict and more up in the comment sections. But like usual, if you're cool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave a like, comment, let me know what you think. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your friends. But until the next video, I'm out.